Are you ready? All right, boys and girls. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3,
2, 1. Hey, James, and boy, I tell you what, the excitement is high down here, and people, they are lining. In fact, the lines that were along the streets are just now sort of crowding in on the pavement. Well, we got some crowd control folks here with the PD and the Sheriff's Department helping keep the pathway open for the parade, because we see it, we can see it, but we don't hear it just yet.
Not just yet, you know, we've got kind of that first police car, that escort coming in, and they are just about hit Davis Street, so we're getting really close to really being able to see kind of those first few tractors and trailers that are coming in for this 15th annual Lions Club Christmas Parade.
You know what, these kids, they kind of come out in the street and look down there and go back. They want to be right up at the edge.
Yeah, they want a front row seat to all the action. And personally, I can't blame them, because we've got a lot of beautiful lights and a lot of beautiful floats coming out here tonight. Really looking forward to what will be my first annual Lions Club Christmas Parade.
Well, when I talked to Garrett Glass, who's with the Lions Club, he came in for an interview and said they had about 24, a little bit more than 24 floats already registered to be in the parade. But that's not all that happens, because people just show up with their floats or their pickup, or maybe a horse with lights on it, things like that. So no telling what we'll see tonight.
It should be a great one. We'll give a little bit of information about the Lions Club while these floats, tractors, trailers, trucks, oh my, make their way down the street. So the Sulphur Springs Lions Club was founded in September 1937. They meet each Tuesday at noon above Corner Grub House. You can kind of hear the sirens from the police cars as they make their way down into the square. Community service projects include Beds of Hope, collect glasses, and all donated glasses go to Midland, Texas to be processed and cleaned. Glasses are given out in the United States and all over the world. They pay for eye exams and glasses for local youth whose families can't afford them. And application can be found at Can Help. Spot Vision Machine, which provides and allows for vision screening for school-age children all over Hopkins County, and they've screened 4 to 5 Hopkins County school districts. And they also assist with Pilot Club Hoop Dreams. They also provide and give scholarships to local high school seniors, and they send special needs children to Texas Lions Club camp in Kerrville. And campers can apply for the camp beginning January 1st.
Oh boy. Well, I'll tell you what, we are positioned right in front of Alliance Bank, and the courthouse is to our right, and to our left is City National Bank and the Grub House, and we're looking right straight down Connolly Street. Here comes the first pilot car. I guess that's what you call it. So the lights are flashing and they're coming toward us. We don't know what lies beyond that. And Ross and I, we don't have a list of the floats. We'll discover what they are as they pass by, just like all the folks lining the parade route. We'll do our best to describe what we see as they go by.
We sure will, but I think we'll provide more than enough action for all you people listening over the radio on KSST 1230 AM. You hear the sirens from that pilot car making its way down Connolly Street. It's just about to cross right in front of us.
It's going to be nice and loud, Ross.
It sure is.
We are ringside.
Listeners, as you might have surmised, that is indeed the pilot car making its way right in front of us as we speak.
It is beautifully lit up. Look at that, all the lights on that. Beautiful.
Between the LEDs that police car has, of course, the red and blue police lights, and then regular lights as well. It's just a very brightly lit car.
Now I hear a band, don't you?
I sure do, and I was wondering because I heard the drum line and had to wonder if maybe that was them.
Every parade needs a drum line. Every parade needs a drum line, and we just need a band or a marching band or music like that to make the parade really what it ought to be for the effect.
Yes, sir.
We are seeing people they're seeing the first floats before we do, the ones who are further down Connolly Street, and clapping along with the rhythm of this music. Now don't forget. Oh, here comes the marching band. I understand we had two bands. I think Como Picton and Sulphur Springs for this.
I believe you're right, yeah.
And there goes another well-lit police car. Here comes the truck that has the flag on it that leads the parade. I think I see Garrett Glass in there with the Lions Club. Here goes our band. All the horns are lit up with strings of light.
And not only that, but they're all wearing Christmas sweaters.
Why, they sure are. The drums have lights on. The tubas have lights on. Here comes some lit up dogs. Hey, who are these girls?
I believe, if I'm not mistaken, these are the Blue Blazes.
Yes. In their blue outfits with the white belt and the white hat, white boots, and gold pom-poms. Here comes another bunch of folks. This must be middle school. Hi, Sulphur Springs High School.
I believe that might have been Como Picton's drill team that passed us first. This looks like the Blue Blazes.
Now these girls, part of their uniform is tutus with lights in them.
A great touch, no doubt, but I have to say, as wonderful as those are, I kind of liked those white sweaters they were wearing that had the yellow SSHS on them. I thought those were really nice.
Ross, do you know what this is approaching us?
And Nola, I have literally no clue what this is.
See, it has cat's eyes and a big mane.
Yeah, it sure does.
Guess what?
Oh, no, I'm not good at the guessing game. You're just going to have to tell me.
Sponsoring this
Lions
parade.
Club, of course.
It's the Lions Club.
Should have guessed. The Lions Club, the first float to appear here at the 15th Annual Lions Club Christmas Parade.
Do you know that's a round bale of hay?
Wow, I didn't even realize it.
That's how the lion is made up, with a huge round bale of hay and all like hair, and then the rest of him is more round bales. And look at all the lights on there. Welcome, Lions, it says. Beautiful.
This 15th Annual Lions Club Christmas Parade is brought to you by Carriage House Manor and a few other sponsors, City National Bank and Alliance Bank as well.
Here comes one of those small vehicles pulling a train of children in the cars. I don't know what you call that.
I guess you would would you call those oil drums? I don't know. But some kind of large liquidous gallon drums that kids are riding in. And I gotta tell you, Nola, it doesn't feel like that too long ago that I was riding in one of those, and those were always one of my favorite things to do on Christmas.
I don't think you can get your legs in there right now because you have probably grown a lot. That was a Lions Club little train there, and here's Carriage House Manor, our presenting sponsor of the parade. Carriage House Manor and the cottages, along with the other sponsors, on a sign that just passed by on a lit trailer. You know what Garrett told me? He said a lot of people who are making their floats for maybe the first year, they put some lights on there, and usually they're doing the work on their float in the daytime. Then when it gets to be night, they see they didn't have enough lights on there.
I believe
so
that.
So they're adding more and more. This one coming at us is really lit up.
Boy, howdy is it. And it's not just kind of a tractor trailer. My goodness, they built a whole cube surrounding frame for this one.
Look at those rocking chairs on there.
Wow.
Let's see who it is.
A beautiful touch there with the rocking chairs. The lights it is lit up with blue and white lights.
You know who I bet this is?
Carriage House Rockerettes.
The Rockerettes. Hey, they're all dressed in like choir uniforms. Navy blue with white satin collars. Beautiful. Some real imagination on that one.
Oh boy, this one looks like a fun one we've got coming up here. led by a Toyota Tundra.
She must be royalty.
Yeah, we've got lots of royalty.
That is Alliance Bank's float that just went by. It looks like a Candyland float. Now here comes one from Saputo.
Yeah, and this one's nice because it's got some Paris-style columns on it.
You know, all these floats are pulled by monster trucks. Hi. Oh, they're dancing and waving. There's the Grinch.
Wow. The Grinch who allegedly stole Christmas.
I think he's bringing it back.
And boy, is it a great time to have back here in December on the first weekend here in Sulphur Springs at the Square. In the midst of the 15th annual Lions Club Christmas Parade, we just got through a wave of a couple of the title sponsors and partners for this parade, and now we've got another couple of cop cars coming up, but these cop cars, unlike some of the previous ones we've seen, are very lit up.
Now, you know, Blue Santa is working this parade as well, and we'll explain about that. Blue Santa Toy Drive. If you brought a toy, hand it over to these guys because they're going to put it on the Blue Santa trailer. We need more toys for Blue Santa this year.
And what do you know? There's Blue Santa himself.
Yeah, he's riding on the float, and he's by a Christmas tree, and there's a few wrapped presents on there, but they would love to have more. If you haven't helped out with the Blue Santa Toy Drive, I think this weekend is the deadline. Please try to get some of those in, and the blue barrels are all around town.
And a number of fundraisers going on during this holiday season, and another one coming up as well as the Golden Ager Gift Tree.
Hey, that's Jay Hodge pickup there.
One of the sponsors of KSST Radio and Wildcat Football and all sports here in Sulphur Springs. Thanks so much to Jay Hodge for doing all that you do here in the great city of Sulphur Springs.
They have a snowman in the back of their pickup and a Christmas tree.
Very festively lit up as well. Got lots of blue and white. Lots of people who want to show their Wildcat pride here tonight.
They really do. Let's see what this one's going to be. This one, of course, is pulled by another monster truck. And there's people on the float.
Ooh, the hubcaps on this one are lit up by Christmas lights. That's a beautiful touch.
Look at that.
So circling that, the rim of those wheels for that, can't really tell what kind of truck that is, but for that 4x4.
Elementary school, Sulphur Springs Elementary School, Santa's Workshop, I think.
Yep, Stuco Workshop, you're exactly right. Wishing all people standing by to watch a Merry Christmas.
Yeah, Merry Christmas is in the air out here. Candy cane's right on the back of that float as it passes us by. And heading up Church Street and over to Houston on this night's parade route. And here comes the VFW. I see Lady Liberty.
Lady Liberty, well, looks like we've got an Uncle Sam and then a man on the bagpipes.
How unusual. You just never know what you'll see here in Sulphur Springs.
Absolutely, and wonderful women to play Amazing Grace, a great song this holiday season.
There's another band, the Bright Star Band from the Bright Star School. They're all seated on a flatbed trailer. They've got their horns there.
You can find more about them on brightstarchristian.com. And then this next one is the American Heritage Girls.
These kids are walking alongside about a half a dozen of them here, waving at the crowd.
They've got a tent in their trailer. They've got a tent in their trailer.
They do. Trail Life USA.
Oh. Now this one, we've got a nice tow truck, all kinds of lit up, and that is Wyatt's Towing and Recovery, Inc.
There's another of the Grinch family on there.
My goodness, so many Grinches here tonight.
Now that one is really full of children, and they're doing the waving at the audience.
Wow, and we've got a lit up snowflake here on this incoming truck, and just as you guessed it, it's Wildcat blue and white.
That is beautiful. The cow catcher of the truck has got a big blue and white snowflake on it. Let's see who's on there. Mickey Mouse. There's Ranger Doug.
Oh yeah, there's and we've got a couple of Star Wars
Jesse,
characters
the yodeling
here.
cowgirl.
Chewie, Rey, the Mandalorian. Lots of fun characters on that one.
Snow White's over there. East Texas Physical Therapy and Chiropractics. Wishing you Merry Christmas.
And then here is the Como Picton War Eagle Marching Band.
Just listen to this.
Himself from Como Picton, and he is lit up as well.
Doing some high fives to people along the route.
So we've got a red Ford pickup here approaching us, and another very lit up trailer. Merry Christmas from Cindy Lou Stu and the Hopkins County Chamber of Commerce too.
That's beautiful.
All lit up with those perfect yellow Christmas lights. That's wonderful.
You know what isn't in this parade tonight?
What's that, Enola?
Rain.
Oh, you're so right. We were thinking for so long we were going to get a lot of rain here tonight, and for a while it was sprinkling pretty hard, making us think that we might have to pack up and call it a night. But luckily that has not been the case, and wow, this is a big one coming up. We've got a dump truck here.
Whoa.
And this dump truck is lit up on red, orange, green, and blue all over the lifting mechanism, and it's beautiful. And it looks like we've got another one too.
Sanitation Solutions serving all Northeast Texas. They are loud.
And they are your
They're
sanitation
huge.
solution.
I guess I never looked at a trash truck this close up.
Yeah, normally I'm just the one passing them.
We got just a little bit of a break. And yes, we were all kind of on pins and needles down here about the rain. We brought a couple of umbrellas just to cover up equipment if we had to while packing it up, but it hasn't been needed, and nobody here apparently is faint of heart. We just stayed with it, and yes, here's the parade in its entirety.
And this next truck we've got, it's brought in by a GMC white pickup, but it's got a floating house on the back of the trailer.
It's like a bounce house.
Yeah, they do have a whole bounce house. In fact, it's like one of those obstacle course ones too. A lot of fun that one is.
That's very tall.
Lit up as well by a bunch of beautiful lights lining the looks like each side of the trailer. They are lit up the red, orange, green, pink, and blue lights.
From
Beautiful.
Jerry's Jump Zone.
Jerry's Jump Zone. So if you got some kids and they need to have a little bit of fun and expel some energy, looks like that's the place to take them to. This next one is brought to you by the Rustic.
Rustic, oh yes. This is the next place to hold your party.
Inviting all to come party with them, and wow, we got an old style.
A couple of mules here and a little covered wagon.
It's festively lit up. It's got yellow lights lining the entire side of it. A beautiful work on that one. But wow.
Kind of Western looking. Okay, we have the Queen here. She's wearing green and white.
This is the Dairy Queen.
Our Dairy Festival Queen. Her name is Rachel. I think it, save the date, June 10th through 18th of 2022 for our very next Dairy Festival. Dairy Festival's back.
Great to have it back, too. This next one is brought to you by the Hopkins County.
Ms. Senior
Yes.
Classic, Hopkins County. She's riding on the back of a convertible and waving to the crowd.
And this next one is brought to you by Don Lalo's Mexican restaurant and bar.
Now somebody is wearing this big sombrero on here, and I guess it's Don Lalo. It's a little airplane.
Wishing everyone at home a Feliz Navidad.
Here's a van from Nottingham, Sulphur Springs, Dodge.
They've got a nice little light rig up in their cabin that they're working. But this next one's got a LED light draped across its front. Brought to you by Travel Time RV.
You know what? More and more people are using trailers, owning trailers, travel trailers, and RVs.
And it makes a lot of sense.
It's always been kind of an American hobby or a thing to do, but a lot of people are traveling around, maybe not staying in one particular home like has been traditional. You see them on the road. You see them in lots of places alongside the road, little parks and things now for them. There's an abundance. Okay, here comes a house on wheels. Let's see who it is.
It's being pulled in by a red GMC pickup.
Let's see who it is. Well, there's lollipops and gingerbread on there. Lots of kids walking along behind. It is Como Picton Elementary School Student Council.
Great to see that not only the Como Picton War Eagle Marching Band made it out here, but the Student Council made it out as well.
Yes. They do great things out there at Como Picton. Well, let me say the sponsor names again. Wesley House, Assisted Living, Texas Heritage National Bank, City National Bank, Alliance Bank, Mattison Insurance, Farm Country, Northeast Texas Farmers Co-op, and Hooten's Hardware are sponsors of KSST in our broadcast this evening. This is from Trinity Harvest. They salute the troops, it says on their sign.
And always we can forget about all those great people and what they've done for our country, and Trinity Harvest wants us all to remember to support those same troops.
There's the family at home, and there's the soldiers wherever they are stationed. It's like a two-part float there. We never forget about our soldiers. There goes a plastic Santa Claus in the front of that vehicle.
Couple Jeep Wranglers all lit up here, making their way through. Looks like, I don't know if in years past we've had a Jeep segment in NOLA, but it looks like this year that might be the first.
That one has got some candy canes on it. They are really snazzy looking with all these lights.
Yeah, this one's kind of phasing in colors, all of them beautifully lit.
A big bow on the back. Oh, this one's done up in gold lights. These are all Jeeps.
They sure are, every single one. This one's got all green lights with a bit of red mixed in, and they've got those lights on the undercarriage that change colors. Really adds to the lighting experience.
At least a dozen Jeeps so far, and we can't see quite beyond that. Now look at this one.
Wow.
This Jeep is pretending to be a sleigh pulled by corgis.
It looks like it. I was about to say, those aren't reindeer. And then they've got a corgi inside the cabin, too.
He's barking at us.
He's saying Merry Christmas to everyone here in the square. Oh, wow. This one's got some flags draped on the back. Beautifully lit all along the front hood where the engine would be kept, and it's just got a beautiful array of lights there.
American, Texas, and a veteran's flag. 3 flags on the back. That one went by pretty speedily, and more Jeeps are coming by. That one's all in blue. Here's a young lady on the top of this Jeep, riding it like it's a convertible and waving at the crowd.
What a view from up there it must be.
That may be all of our Jeep lineup. Here comes another pickup.
This one's got some more Peristyle columns on it. They are completely color wall. I can't say the Peristyle because they kind of slide around and go down like a coil or like a snake.
Let's say they're Greek.
Ooh, I like that.
But you know what? This is Main Street Theater, and they are coming back. Their dark stage will soon be opened, and entertainment on there, just like before. There goes a couple of horses with lights on them.
Uh-oh, we got one of Santa's elves coming up. He said Santa's coming.
Hey, Buddy the Elf, what's your favorite color?
What's this one?
Lots of kids and families on this one.
We buy junk cars. Okay.
Letting everyone know if you got a car and it's something you're just kind of looking to get rid of or maybe get a couple of bucks on the side, let them know.
You know what, Ross? I love seeing horses in a parade.
I sure do too.
Avco Roofing. They're in our parade tonight with a lighted vehicle. And another one by Avco Roofing. And guess what they've got on there?
A lit up reindeer.
Yeah. A little roof just like Santa has to go down.
Man, how would Santa get around without his reindeer? And this is for all you soccer, or more accurately, football fans, brought to you by the Sulphur Springs Soccer Association. Got a giant inflatable soccer ball in the bed of that Chevy. But this white 4x4 is also brought to you by the Sulphur Springs Soccer Association.
The under 14 champions are all on that float. Bunch of kids on there waving.
Congratulations to them for, again, being champions.
You know what?
The 14 league.
It's so good that it's not cold tonight because it would be cold on those floats.
Then another tow truck brought to you by Benson Bros.
Yes. They do lots of good work in our community.
Lots of kids sitting on the back of the bed of that tow truck. But wow, looks like we've got a semi here. This might be semi-row we've got coming up.
You know, they go real slow past here because they have to make a little turn in front of City National Bank and another one beside the courthouse. Some maneuvering has to be done here with this big truck.
And this is a big Benson Bros record servicing tow truck. My goodness.
Beautiful. Beautiful vehicle.
60-ton, 360-degree rotator they brought to the square, and then another truck for Benson Bros. So really showing up here tonight, the wrecking company is, with locations in Commerce, Greenville, and Sulphur Springs. So if you need any kind of towing service or you just need some help, Benson Bros is there to help you.
Now this one has red lights on, I call it the cow catcher.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. And it looks like this one's Bob Thomas.
Let's see what this is. Oh, Fix and Feed Express.
Fix and Feed Express.
It looks like a
looks kind of like a trolley car,
yeah,
doesn't
a trolley car. Fix and Feed. Now this one is in blue and white.
Nichols Custom Homes.
That is a beautiful float.
Same thing with this one. It's got a Wildcat blue and white all over the back of the trailer.
And a Christmas tree. Now here comes another big truck.
Oh yeah, that's a big semi. And this one's brought to you by Grocery Supply Company.
GSC Incorporated. Big enough for the job, small enough to care.
GSC.
You know, they do a lot of good things in our community. They support a lot of causes and needs that we have here in Hopkins.
Now this one's got to have a train horn.
This has got beautiful stacks here. They're also shiny. The lights are showing everything up so well.
Beautiful orange lights on that bad boy. It's got an inflatable Grinch on its back too. My goodness, lots of Grinch appearances here tonight.
Whoa.
That was a loud one.
This is absolutely beautiful.
And it's got beautiful lights on the map as well. You can really hear that train. And then you've got the truck.
That is gorgeous.
Brought to you by Bell Concrete.
The rotating tank on that truck, all lit up in red and white. It's covered in lights.
Beautiful cement mixer they've got on that one.
Do you know that Bell Concrete was the very first sponsor on the air of KSST in 1947?
I did not know that. Wow, how about that?
Another beautiful semi. Bell Concrete. Let's see what this one is.
Candy Canes crossed on that one on the front of that semi. Of beautiful Kingworth red semi-truck.
Jones and Sons. Roadmasters. Beautiful truck.
More Candy Crossed semi-trucks, and then we've got what has to be emergency medical services for here in Hopkins County. Passing us now as we speak.
Another blessing of our EMS.
Oh, of course.
There's North Hopkins Fire and Rescue.
So good to see them out here tonight at the square. North Hopkins Fire Department.
Glad y'all came to town. That's the ladder truck. This one is done up in gold lights.
Oh, and it's a beautiful job they did with this one. Another Hopkins County Fire Department fire truck. Got another hose truck this one is.
That must be part number 20.
And now an appearance from the Como Fire Department. Oh wow, we've got a white fire truck now. Draped beautifully with blue lights and a bit of red too.
What's that on the top?
It looks like a bunch of lit up reindeer. But no, it's Santa Claus.
Santa? We haven't even seen him yet tonight.
I know, it's Santa. Wonderful of him to make the trip down here to beautiful Sulphur Springs, Texas.
Hey, Santa, he's waving at everybody as he passes by.
Wishing everyone a Merry Christmas, and that's the last cop we'll see here in the parade as a Hopkins County Sheriff will end the 15th Annual Lions Club Christmas Parade here at the square.
You know what? We are so blessed because the rain did not disturb this parade.
Wow, we sure are so blessed that we can not only have this, but to be here and to not have the rain and just to be out here and kind of see the community and kind of put a lot of your troubles and frets aside and just kind of come out in the community and enjoy a beautiful event.
And these kids, you know, an impression was made on them tonight in our community. Hey, tell us a tiny bit more about the Lions Club, the sponsor of our parade. I know this is not their first parade.
No, it sure isn't. It's presented by Carriage House Manor, and some sponsors for this parade are Hooten's Hardware, Northeast Texas Farmers Co-op, Farm Country Inc., Alliance Bank, Madison's Insurance, City National Bank, another bank, and Texas Heritage Bank, and then Wesley House Assisted Living.
Thank you all for listening and for letting me and Ross try to describe them as they went by. And there's just so much to see in this parade. Thank you to everyone who helped to put it on.
And we'll see y'all next time. And unfortunately, it'll be a whole nother year before we have a whole nother one of these. But there are plenty of events in store here in Sulphur Springs until then.
You know what? There's the Christmas market in the morning.
That's right.
There's Heritage Park tomorrow evening. Northeast Texas Choral Society Saturday night at 7 and Sunday at 2 in the high school auditorium. And probably more things than that, because this is a busy weekend.
Yeah, it sure is. Not only that, but I put a story on the radio up for the Wildcat Jazz Band. They're having their winter season, you know, playing all their winter concerts. Best of luck to them in all of their endeavors. And then another of other fundraising events. I mentioned earlier Golden Age or Gift Tree. You mentioned Blue Santa. So if you have a desire to get back here in the community and really help out and really do a lot of good for your fellow people here in Sulphur Springs, please go to KSST Radio and and find out about all the ways that you can help people that would really, really appreciate it this holiday season.
And another one is Casa Christmas Tree Raffle. It's going on. Is it for short term? It's going on. You know what else we can say? Doug was here with the camera for Channel 18, capturing it all for everybody. We'll see that in playback. And Faith has been here with us tonight.
Always great to have our news director out here. And then, of course, the one, the only, the man, the myth, the legend, James Terry, back at the station, making everything you hear possible. Thanks so much to him and Doug for coming out here tonight and just really helping us out as always.
So let's just give them a big Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, everyone.
Merry Christmas.